Welcome to Accreditation Made Easy, the podcast that takes the stress out of accreditation. I am your host, Areaka Jewell, and in each episode, we'll deliver actionable tips, expert insights, and practical strategies to help streamline the process. And of course, make your work life a little easier. Now, whether you're tackling policies, preparing for assessments, or just looking for ways to stay ahead, we've got you covered. Let's simplify accreditation, one step at a time. Hey friends, welcome back and welcome me back. If you didn't know, I was on a month-long trip in Europe. So everything you heard for the last 4 weeks was pre-recorded before I left. And welcome to online business and how it works. All right. Welcome back to another episode of Accreditation Made Easy. I am your host, Areaka Jewell. Now, today is going to be super quick, but it's another one of my favorite tips that can make your day a little bit easier. Now, if you've listened to this podcast for very long, you've probably heard me say that I'm a big believer in working smarter, not harder. It's kind of my own personal proverb. Because whenever I can find a small workflow improvement that saves a few clicks here or there and helps me stay focused, I am all for it. And I'm all about sharing it with others. So here I am. This is one of those tips. If you are subscribed to one or more content hubs inside PowerDMS, yes, there are quite a few if you didn't know, did you know that you don't have to keep navigating back and forth between your assessment and the content hub? Instead, just open the content hub in a separate browser. I know it sounds simple because it is, but I use this all the time. So let's just say I'm reviewing a standard and I want to double check one of my helpful tips, or maybe I want to pull up a proof example from the proof bank. And yes, even I look into the proof bank for examples. Maybe I recorded a podcast on that exact topic, and I want to revisit the related document or posts about that topic. So instead of leaving my assessment, searching around, finding the content hub, and then trying to find my way back to where I was, I simply click over to the other browser. It's right there. One click. Then when I'm finished, one click takes me right back into my assessment where I left off. Doesn't sound like much, I know, but over the course of the day, eliminating those interruptions really helps me stay focused. And if you're wondering how to do it, don't worry. I've included a short companion video that walks you through exactly how to open Content Hub in another browser tab. Now, while we're talking about Content Hubs, there's another feature that I think sometimes gets overlooked, and that's email notifications. You can actually decide whether or not you want to receive an email whenever new content is added or maybe existing content is updated. Personally, I recommend turning on those notifications for the content hubs that you rely on the most. And for those of you that are subscribed to the Accreditation Academy Content Hub, I'm adding and updating content on a regular basis. Like today, this podcast, along with a companion document, is going to get published. And if you have alerts turned on, you'll get an email notification when they drop. Anytime I update helpful tips, put new proof examples, new podcast templates, videos, and there's other resources designed to make your accreditation life just a little bit easier. So rather than trying to remember to check back every so often, let the updates come to you. It's one less thing to keep track of. And if you decide you'd rather not receive those notifications later, no problem. You can always turn them back off. The nice thing is, you get to choose how you want to use the Content Hub. And as always, I've included a companion document with today's episode that's going to walk you through both of these tips step by step, along with some screenshots showing exactly where to find the settings. And if you're not already subscribed to the Accreditation Academy Content Hub, I would love to invite you to take a look. I'm always offering a free no obligation trial, so you can explore everything that's available from the helpful tips to the proof bank to the podcast, templates, videos, and so much more. So you can take a look around and see if it's a good fit for you and your agency. Of course, I will have a link in today's show notes where you can get started. And if you found today's tip helpful, would you do me a favor and please share this episode with another accreditation manager or someone on your assessment team who enjoys finding little ways to work more efficiently? All right, friends, until next time, let's keep making accreditation easy, one step at a time.